A few weeks before Election Day in 2024, the New York Times editorial board published a striking piece with a clear headline: "American business cannot afford to risk another Trump presidency." The editors implored private sector leaders to acknowledge the impending dangers of a possible second term for Donald Trump. They emphasized that voting based on narrow policy concerns would demonstrate a disastrously short-sighted view of American business interests. Business owners, they argued, should be worried about the consequences if Trump were to succeed. 8 months later, these warnings seem to have been accurate. The Times recently reported on the situation. The Washington Post also highlighted that the National Immigration Forum, an advocacy group representing Fortune 500 companies on Capitol Hill, expressed concerns over the White House's unpredictable approach to anti-immigration raids and deportations. These policies have negatively impacted farms, hotels, restaurants, as well as industries like meatpacking, construction, manufacturing, retail, elder care, and dairy. Unfortunately for the American private sector, this is not the only sign of a larger issue. While Trump destabilizes businesses by targeting immigrant workers, he exacerbates the situation with an equally erratic policy on trade tariffs, which he has altered dozens of times in recent months. In this context, the Republican president has launched an aggressive campaign to undermine public confidence in the Federal Reserve. He has instructed businesses to accept lower profit margins, targeted the nation's higher education system that employers rely on, and even made it more challenging to trust government data integrity, which businesses depend on for decision-making. Throughout all this, instead of addressing business leaders' concerns, he has publicly mocked them. Some might interpret this as contemporary conservative populism, thinking Trump isn't pro-business. However, the real issue is that while the White House isn't providing the private sector with what it needs to prosper, the president and his team are simultaneously making life harder for working-class Americans by redistributing wealth away from them and targeting their health care benefits. It is uncommon to find a prominent political leader who supports neither businesses nor workers, but Trump has managed to do just that,